Hey, welcome to More Than Borderline. I'm B. Welcome to my channel if you're new. If you already go here, welcome back to my channel. For those of you watching who think I'm recording this and driving at the same time, Mom, I pulled over. I'm not driving right now. Look, if you ain't supposed to be talking on the phone when you're driving with your phone in your hand, you sure not supposed to be going live, trying to read the phone, trying to pay attention, see what people are saying. I mean, you know, I'm not that edgy. But I had to pull over to record because I couldn't sleep last night. And this has happened to me before. I'm laying there and I have this whole video that I am like trying to get out in my head, but I'm like, okay, can we save this for later? But it's just going in my head. And you know, as it was coming back up today, what happens is that life gets away, I get busy. My other channel is the priority and I don't get to film. So I was like, let me just pull over and film because I'm not trying to have another sleepless night where God is waking me up and I could have just got up and filmed this at 1:30 in the morning, but heaven forbid I wake up the dogs. I mean, I wouldn't want to wake up my husband either, but waking up your animals in the middle of the night, you don't want those problems. So I was thinking about the verse that everybody knows. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. So I was thinking about that because often lately you've been seeing me come on here and I feel like I'm in the valley of the shadow of death. Even if I'm not, I have been there. I've been there with my daughter. I've been there in different situations in my life. But when you really think about what that looks like, yea, though I walk through the valley. And whenever you're talking about hills and valleys, the valleys always represent the low points, right? But this is the valley of the shadow of death. And David was literally, when he wrote this, like fighting for his life. Like he had people trying to kill him. And I was thinking about the verb there because oftentimes God is telling you what you need to do. And you got to keep walking, right? So we could be in the valley and we could sit down, start crying, feel sorry for ourselves, but you ain't going to get out of the valley that way. You could set up a tent and just be like, oh, well, I'm in the shadow of the valley. But then that's your new home. That's where you're going to live. You're not going to get out of there unless you get up and keep walking. And I know it could be scary and I know it could be hard and there's a lot of pain that comes with that. But the rest of the verse, he goes on to say that your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Now, David was a shepherd, and there's no coincidence that he's referring to God as the shepherd there, and that Jesus is later called the good shepherd and we are the sheep, because they are there to guide us through the valleys. They're there with us on the hills. They get us to the hills. But through the shadow of the valley, he is guiding us with his rod and his staff, which means sometimes he's got to use that to correct us and get us back in line. They would use their staff and their rod hey, get back over here where you got to go. Let's go. So you're not alone in the valley. You can just feel sorry for yourself. And you can decide to just go on Zillow and buy your house in the valley and set up shop and have your family in the valley. But that is not God's plan for your life. And that is not what you want for your family and for those that you love. You want to walk and follow your shepherd and get through the valley so you could get to that hill that's on the other side. So I was just thinking about that because I was seeing all these different people comment who have borderline in a group that I am in. And oftentimes I see people, they want to use borderline and the emotional instability that comes with that as an excuse to not only act out when they're in the valley, but to pull others into the valley with them or get mad at them because they won't sit in the valley and feel sorry for them or let them treat them badly because they're in the valley. That's not right. And I've talked about that before. Your disorder does not give you a pass to mistreat people. Depression does not give you a pass to mistreat people. Irregulated emotions don't give you a pass to mistreat people. Now, when your emotional mental health is suffering and you need help, it is okay to tell people, hey, I need help. Or, hey, right now, I don't even feel like a safe person. I probably need space. I don't want to hurt you. That is what you do when you love other people. You don't hurt other people on purpose because you're hurting and expect them to accept it because you have borderline or because you have whatever's going on, and then tell them to act like they're okay because now you're okay. That's not okay. I'm telling you, because I've been there and I've done that. And I've apologized and I've grown because I know that the people who love me deserve better. I want better for them. So yeah, I might still go back into those valleys. And you saw my videos last week where I was sitting there crying like, I really just don't even want to do this. I'll be glad when I'm done. But then I got up and I kept walking. And it's hard. And there's times where I trip and fall. And that's okay. But get back up. And when you're walking through the valley of the shadow of death, if you're in there and you don't know the shepherd, you ain't getting out. Because there's only one good shepherd who can get you out. And his name is Jesus. So if you don't know him, you better ask somebody. Ask me. I'll tell you all about him. All right, you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Finally got that out. Maybe I'll be able to sleep tonight. I'm so grateful for all of you who keep tuning in and supporting me. Share the video if you like this and you feel like there's somebody that needs to hear it. I will talk to you guys soon. God bless.